Hey guys, it's Jimmy from A Kid's Opinion, and today I'm going to be ranking the Dark Knight trilogy. So, a little bit of backstory on it. I saw I saw Batman Begins and the Dark Knight like 4 or 5 years ago. I liked Batman Begins more than the Dark Knight, but I've never seen the Dark Knight Rises. Then I just watched it a week ago, and you guys, if you watched my other videos, then you know my thoughts on them, all three of them. So now I'm going to rank all of them. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to do my rankings, like you probably saw my WandaVision. All episodes ranked are going to be, worst to best. So in third place is going to be The Dark Knight Rises. Maybe my main negative in this movie is it was a letdown. It wasn't a terrible movie, but The Dark Knight was such a good movie. And it felt like something was missing, which it was probably the Joker, because Heath Ledger was so good. So it's not really the fault of this movie. But even though it didn't have Heath Ledger, it was still a good movie, with a good villain. Unfortunately, it just didn't live up to the previous one. At times it was confusing, it had a confusing theme. However, I have to admit that it had good acting, but it also had a complicated plot. So some of the stuff in there were just confusing and complicated, and I didn't really care for it. But I did like the acting. Some of the action was good, and the villain was good. I do remember liking how it felt like it was a good conclusion to it, as it's everyone in the Gotham PD against everybody against every criminal. I thought that was pretty cool. In second place, number 2 is going to be Batman Begins. This was a fantastic movie with a fantastic origin. It was just a really good origin story, the way it is, and it also had good world building. It built Gotham up, as this place that is a great city, but it's being overrun by crime, which is kind of a sad thing, because, like, it's just like it could be a great place. People want it to be a great place, but it's overrun by crime. Batman wants to clean it up, and the thing is, which I'm now realizing, this light bulb is super embarrassing. Is that there's two types of people really that wanna fix Gotham. There's the Ra's al Ghul people that believe Gotham is bad. We gotta fix it by destroying it, and then there's Batman that wants to fix it by cleaning up the crime. The chaos could have been better, but it was still good chaos, especially at the ending. But from how the Dark Knight was with the chaos, it could have been better. The chaos could have been better, but I did really like the ending. That was good. Like I'm gonna say with all these, the acting was very good, and I like the villain. I really like Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. Cillian Murphy may have had besides Michael Caine, probably had the best performance in the entire Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, just wow. He can be creepy, he can be charismatic at times, I guess. I don't know. I thought he was I thought he just played a fantastic part as Kramer? No, that's not right. As the Scarecrow. That's just great job to Cillian Murphy. I wish he could have been in more. He was okay in Dunkirk, but another Christopher Nolan movie. I've noticed that Christopher Nolan kind of repeats the actors, which is fine. I just wish that Cillian Murphy could have been in more. And number 1 is The Dark Knight. I was conflicted between this and Batman Begins, but I think the thing that propels us over are actually 3 things. The chaos, Gotham, and the Joker, which they all tie in one because Joker is, I think he's called the Agent of Chaos, an Agent of Chaos, which he definitely is. He's a clown prince of crime, wow, he creates the chaos, and he's fantastic with it. Gotham is just even better in this. It was built up as this place, ridden with crime, like I said before, and you really got to see the crime in it. And again, it was kind of sad, because you're trying to fix it, but even everyone who's trying to fix it just keep getting hammered down and hammered down. With Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent, that believes in a better Gotham, and he's trying hard in his own legal way, but he keeps getting blocked and blocked, and then he eventually gets put in a situation where it's sad, where he ends up like dying. It was I really did like that, and Gotham felt good. Two-Face again. I really like how they built that up. As Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent, he's slowly turning into Two-Face. I do like how they did that. This probably is the best fight scenes of the entire trilogy. Just more original fight scenes, even though all three of these movies kind of have like the same like Batmobile chases. This one might be the best because it has the Joker in it. And I don't know, just the facial expressions that Heath Ledger makes, I just feel like make it even better. Like I just what Heath Ledger was able to do with this, I feel like everything I'm going to talk about in this, when I talk about The Dark Knight, is elevated by Heath Ledger's Joker. But the one thing, this is also elevated by Heath Ledger's Joker. It's overrated. Very overrated. It's still a good movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. All you big Dark Knight fans out there. Still a very good movie. I just think that it's overrated. It is better than Batman Begins. I used to not think that, and I think I used to like Batman Begins more. Well, I think I went into the Dark Knight thing. This is gonna be the greatest movie of all time when I first saw it. And it was a big letdown because I thought this is going to be awesome. It's still a very good movie, but it's not as good as it was hyped up to be. So I think when I came in, I'm like, I'm not gonna like this as much as Batman Begins when I was gonna rewatch it, and I really liked it. So I think that was good that I came in with not as high expectations, awesome plot, how everything's unfoiling with Joker's not really planned. Okay, great acting. Like I said with all these, Aaron Eckhart, great. Michael Caine. I think Michael Caine. It still was a good performance in this. I don't want to say it's his weakest performance. I can't really compare his performances between this and the Batman Begins. I think his strongest performance was in The Dark Knight Rises. Still, he's always a standout in all of these. So, yeah, that comes in at number one, first place. So yeah, please, I already told you what I'm going to do with the future of my channel, so tomorrow I might be coming out with a Godzilla review, I hope, or a Man of Steel review, or, by the way, I don't give your hopes up, I'm not going to be reviewing all the Zack Snyder movies. There's no way I'm going to be able to watch Watchmen. I mean, my gosh, I think there's another one called, like, Suck It Up, or I probably said that wrong. I don't really care to watch it, I don't know, and I'm kind of biasing off it. I just think it's a generic action movie, which I like those. It just doesn't seem like it would be a good generic action movie because I haven't heard enough stuff about it. But I might be wrong, so I might check that out. I don't want to watch that Owl movie. That Owl movie that Zack Snyder did looks bad. But I'm gonna try to watch Dawn of the Dead. So yeah, I hope you guys like my Dark Knight trilogy ranking. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy that I was able to watch all of these. I feel like it was my biggest test so far with these Batman DC movies. Because I watched 5 DC movies and hopefully more coming up. I thought that was my biggest test, so I think I did good. So yeah, can you give me suggestions on how to improve my channel? Any recommendations on what more content I should do? So I'm Jimmy from Kids Opinion and Be Good People.